cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it. What you gonna do with that? Stop playing with it. No. If you gonna do it, then you don't play with it. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another. They picking, snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams still balling.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
2 and now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At the 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Laird. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Tua. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 13. It's a first down. One of the storylines in this one, two rookie quarterbacks, two very good ones. The second and third QBs taken behind Joe Burrow in this year's draft. Tua with the Dolphins at 5, and then Justin Herbert to the Chargers just one pick later. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one paramount because you cough it up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Patrick Laird, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Complete to Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returnable for Grant. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football.
First and 10.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Mike Badgley to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Gaskin on the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Tua. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrel.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and goal.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. The credit to tackle to Brandon Jones.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
37-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Los Angeles.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Chargers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Taylor to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Jones in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Play action, now Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Complete to number
It's a
15.
pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play action now. Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Grant on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Going deep here for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Grant. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 7, Taylor looking middle, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Taylor will throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami, it's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Muhammad. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
1st and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Fitzpatrick again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
Back at the 24-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Fitzpatrick, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Lynn Bowden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the option, here's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Taylor. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
52-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
31.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
That goes for a gain of 31. Fitzpatrick on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles